Hi guys and welcome back. We have had a really tough run of games of it for me to update you on. There's no doubt about it, the fixture list has not been kind to us in the last few while you've been away. I'm going to update you on that. I'm going to update you on all the games that we've been losing. And then, we'll have a look at... There's been a little bit of transfer business, couple of arrivals into the club, couple of departures. I'm going to fill you in, and then we're going to play a match, which hopefully we'll get back to winning ways. We got a game for you against Elche today in this episode. Let me fill you in on what's been happening after the Spanish intro. So after we had that disappointing 3-0 defeat against Real Madrid, yes, disappointing, expected, yes, so we can't be too disheartened, but we came back from that in our very next game with a massive result against Real Sociedad. 3-0 up inside 19 minutes, and to be fair, we were absolutely devastating from set pieces in this game. A blistering start in the opening 20 minutes, 19 minutes in fact, saw centre-backs Victor Just and Momo score 3 goals from set pieces. The first one coming from a corner, and then Momo's 2 goals both came from free kicks. That one was a straight header, straight across the goalie, far corner, and this one was a lovely little knock-on. So the knock-on comes from Alex Fernandez, Momo out jumping his defender, little nudge in the back of the net, 3-0, game over. We absolutely dominated from that point out. 18 shots to their 7. Sociedad was never in the game. And I thought we were absolutely back in the game after that. And after that, when the World Cup started, there was a bit of a break. So it was time for a friendly. Little holiday over to the UK, a little trip to Nottingham. We played Forest. We won easily. It was an easy win. Things were looking good for coming back for the new year after a World Cup. Things were looking good. I was in confident mood, I won't lie. And on the 14th of December before Christmas, that confidence was backed up. Granted, it was the first round of the Copa del Rey. Granted, we were playing lower league opposition. The opposition from 2 leagues below us. So we were expected to win. I did rotate the squad a little. Gustavo Assunção was given a start in central midfield. Bongonda was given a start in attacking midfield role as opposed to a wide role, just to see how he got on, and he did okay. Farley was given a start at centre-back. So, yeah, we rotated a little bit, and it was comfortable. We ran out of comfortable 4-1 winners. Our opposition never really posing a threat. And we did exactly what was expected of us, to be fair. Didn't pull up any trees, didn't do anything that weren't expected. It was good goals scored. Blanco first, put him through Sabrino. His right foot nicely tucked into the far bottom corner. Keeper no chance really. Zaldua then running through down the right to ping a nice through ball through the middle for Lucas Perez to run onto and score a first time effort with his left foot. Fantastic through ball, that one from Zaldua, to be fair. And then a looping ball over the top to Sabrino, cuts in, passes low into Lucas, tap in, was never going to miss that one. And then the fourth goal, which sort of rounded things off, was that youngster Assunção put a lovely ball again to Sabrino, almost carbon copy, little nudge inside, and Lucas is there for an easy tap in. Our opponents got a consolidation goal, good header from TT, but like I said, never really posed any threat, and we were into the second round of the cup. So it was all good. That was where things started to go a little bit wrong. I say a little bit wrong. I mean, getting a 3-3 draw away at Sevilla is a decent result, especially when, if you look at them stats, we were absolutely battered. 20 shots against us. Yeah, we had the better of the possession, but we weren't really in the game. I wonder if it was my fault, because as you'll see, I did swap us to a 4-1-2-3. The same formation we started against Real Madrid. I tried to go a bit defensive. It just didn't work. And to be fair, I think it was about 55 minutes when I actually reverted back to our standard 4-2-3-1. And then we scored a couple of goals and got ourselves back in the game. Actually took the lead, and it was maybe I should have just stuck with what we know and what was working right from the start. Could have been a tactical error. I hold my hands up, but still, Sevilla, although they're underperforming this year, they're not doing fantastically well. I think going there and getting a 3-3 result, I mean, they're 13th at the moment, so they're underperforming. Managers under pressure, but it's still for a club like us, it's still got to be seen, I'm guessing, as a good result. I mean, 6 goals in the game. Lucas Perez again on the score sheet. He's been absolutely superb. I have got an update for you on his situation in this episode as well. And Alex Fernandez, and like I said, it was good to see young Conceição getting on the score sheet again. The young loanee's been fantastic for us. Nothing short of fantastic. But Bongonda, we're liking these low crosses. Lucas Perez is just getting tap in after tap in. Another one there, just like in the last game. We took the lead 1-0, but Lamela cutting onto his left foot and putting in very similar goal. Papu Gomez is coming in, first time right-footed shot, slots it in the bottom corner, and they were in front. Gomez then crossed corner for En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri was a thorn in our side throughout the game. In this one, we really struggled to deal with him. Alex got us back on level terms. Alex Fernandez from the penalty spot, and then, like I said, we took that lead through the youngster Conceição, who finished well underneath the on-rushing Bono. That left us 2-1 up, but 3-2 up. But in the 89th minute, Sevilla were back level, and like I said, we couldn't. Although it was disappointing, we couldn't really have any complaints because it was fully deserved. They were the better side throughout the match. Against Barcelona, we were up against it from the very start. As you'll see, Jose Marie picking up a 9th minute straight red card for a disgusting challenge. It was dirty. I can't even defend my own player. It was a ridiculous tackle in a massive game, and he really let us down. Unbelievably though, after Barcelona taking absolute advantage of that and flying into a 3-0 lead before the hour mark, we somehow pulled this back to 3-2 and made the scoreline respectable. Barcelona only had 53% of possession, even with an extra man. And yes, they had 19 shots, but we still had 10 of our own. So I've got to feel that if Jose Maria had actually kept his cool and stayed on the bloody pitch, we might have won this game. Jules Koundé obviously got them in front from the start for their first goal, so he's put them in front, unlikely goal scorer. And then it was Christensen with the header from the free kick. And like I said, Barca were 3-0 up. When obviously Xavi put through Frankie de Jong to control well on his chest, and a nice finish there as well. Good goal. And then, like I said, Lucas for us, back post, Victor Chust is there to head in from a corner to make it 2-1, and then almost exactly the same thing happened again. Barca caught out by 2 corners. Victor Chust, back stick, good headers, good solid headers. But yeah, it was a decent performance. So, although we haven't won in 4 games, I'm going to come on to the biggest disappointment in a minute. But although we haven't won 4 games, we've not been bad. And we've got excuses. We have got excuses. But the biggest frustration was certainly against the team from below. From the division below, in the Copa del Rey, second round, we were knocked out by Atletico Baleares. They are currently 3rd in the 3rd tier. So yeah, it was really disappointing. No excuses. We just had a real off day. We just in front of goal, we didn't take our chances, but again, we didn't dominate. 11 shots to their 9. They had more shots on target than us. We just weren't good enough. No, we just weren't good enough. Played the preferred formation, so I don't even have any real excuses there. But yeah, and then obviously back to league action and Villarreal. Villarreal were really good. Again, the better side as expected to be, but we kept it close. And it is definitely worth 100% showing you Brian Ocampo's goal, because it was an absolute cracker to put us in front in this one. But like I said, Villarreal's strength actually just showed in the end, and we were just a little bit overpowered in the second half, and the late goal nabbed all the points for them. But this goal from Ocampo, superb, great touch, little 1-2 of Espino, one touch and a beautiful strike into the top right corner. But yeah, so that's where we're currently at. I've got obviously a little bit more to update you on, but that's the results on what's happened. We are back with a home game against Elche today in a game that I am hoping we will win. They are 14th in the La Liga. I'm looking for it as an opportunity to get back to winning ways. We'll have a quick look at them in a second when we get to the game. But as far as our own situation goes, we are now 5th. Which again, don't get me wrong, approaching the halfway point of the season. If you'd have offered me 5th place, I would have snapped your hand off for it. So yeah, I'm quite pleased. I'm still pleased. We're 4 points clear of 6. We're 5 points clear in the European spots. That's probably unrealistic for us to target European spots, but we're there. We're in the mix, and all the time we can be. I'll be a very happy man, and I'm sure the board and supporters will be as well. If we take a little look at the club vision, yep, A+, board are delighted at what I'm doing, and the supporters as well. They could not be happier with the job that I'm doing. Damn right as well. So let's update you on what else has happened since you was last here. Well, we have finally had the arrival of Youssoufa Moukoko. So as you guys know, anyone that's been following this series, at the start of the season, we agreed this loan deal, but for some reason it wasn't for him to join until January. So Youssoufa Moukoko is finally a Cadizzy player, at least for the next 6 months. We've got him on loan. Well, I don't believe, we're paying very, very little towards him, $4 grand a week for his wages. I'm really hoping that he's going to make a difference. Thus far, he hasn't had any impact. He had one appearance off the bench in the league, played in that cup game that we lost. He hasn't impressed thus far, but he's only young. Hopefully he'll settle in over the next couple of weeks and he'll start showing his worth and why he is very much a FM23 wonder kid. So Moukoko has arrived, and hopefully that's only gonna mean good things. With Moukoko's arrival, there has also been departures. So Anthony Lozano, I missed the boat on this one. I mucked up. At the start of the season, we were being offered the likes of £2.8-3 million by Brentford, and I rejected it, thinking I could get more. Lozano has gone on to make only, how many appearances for me? 9, scoring 2 goals, really poor average rating, wasn't good. So I put him on the transfer list and tried to get rid of him. And the biggest offer I got was 600 grand. So I wasn't willing to take it. So on the flip side, what I've done, Lozano's gone to Alaves. He's off to Alaves. He's gone on loan for the rest of the season. They're paying 14 grand a week plus his wages. Gets him off the wage bill at least, but he is no longer here. The other player that's gone is Gary Cahill. We signed him on a free at the start of the season. I thought I'd need him for squad depth. Turns out I haven't needed him at all. He's made 4 appearances. I think 2 of them were off the bench when we were already winning games, just to give him game time. Just haven't needed him. He was getting unhappy, wasn't getting time, so he's gone to Mexico for the rest of the season. He gets him off. He was earning 15 grand a week for just doing nothing at the club. So got rid of that 15 grand wage bill. He's gone to Mexico. Gary Cahill leaves the club. I have actually made one other signing as well. Ignore these ones. These are like youngsters that my director of football has been signing. We'll see if they come to anything, but he's paying like minimal money for them. So kind of just letting him do his thing in signing players for the under-19s. The player that I've signed for the first team is Mateus Fernandez. So I wanted cover for Alex Fernandez, who plays our attacking midfield central role. Didn't really have cover for that. Like I said, Bongonda can step in there, Sabrino, but they're not AMCs. So I needed another one. I wanted to continue bringing down that average age of the squad as well. And Fernandez, only 18 years old, Portugal. And I managed to pick him up for cheap. Only had to pay 1.9 million to get him here from Sporting's B team, where he's made 20 appearances this year. Upon joining us on 1.9 million, he's already valued at 8.8 to 13. So it is an absolute steal. And even if Mateus Fernandez does not, over the next season or two, turn into a first team regular, I should still be able to make money on him. So he should still at least make me some cash. But looking at his stats, he looks like a decent player. Passing 14, vision 14, first touch 15, dribbling 15. Shooting isn't great. Long shots isn't great. But certainly as a creator, which is what I look for in that Ungaunch role in the attacking central midfield, he fits the bill and he looks like he'll turn into a very good player. If these mental stats improve over the next couple of seasons, then yeah, Mateus Fernandes could prove to be a £1.9 million bargain. So that's sort of what's happened on the transfers front as well since you've last been here, to give you that update. Now, just with regards to facilities, we have had the board agree to a couple of facility upgrades as well. So we have got, where are we? Yes, sorry, up here. I'm totally missing it. Improved training facilities. I asked the board to do it. They agreed. So we have improved the training facilities, or we are in the process of doing so. So at the moment, our training facilities are currently showing us 3.5 stars. That should be 4 stars in a couple of months. So we're improving the facilities, which is good, and improving youth recruitment as well. I asked them to do that. That is very poor at this club. It was only 2 stars. It's now up to 2.5. There's still plenty of scope for improving that area, but at least the board they're on board with me. My board are on board. Everything I'm asking for, they are giving to me. So I asked for more scouts, they give it to me. Asked for one of my coaches to go on a course, they agreed it. Another one agreed it. They haven't rejected. At the moment, my board request data is 100% acceptance. So maybe I should start asking for some more money, maybe, like, because they can't seem to say no to me. But yeah, either way, we're very happy with that. Facilities are starting to go on the improvement as we look to make Cadizzy a real force in Spain. So now we're going to focus on Elche and hopefully get ourselves back to winning ways in La Liga. So as we take a look at Elche, they were predicted 17th place finish. They're currently sitting 14th. So they're slightly doing slightly better than expected, and that's mostly due to sort of recent form. In all fairness, so they were on a really bad run of 5 games without a win prior to the World Cup. And just to fill you in on that, guys, it was Portugal who won the World Cup. So I appreciate I hadn't actually told you that, but yeah, we have had a World Cup and Portugal won it. So yeah, that's but yeah, they came back, and first came back, won in the Copa del Rey, got a 1-1 draw with Valencia, lost to Osasuna, but then a big win in the Copa del Rey seemed to give them a big boost, 7-0, because they then went on and beat Mallorca 4-1 in their last game. So looking at that game, let's see where those goals came from. I mean, it was Boy, don't know his first name, I'm not gonna lie, but Boy got four goals. Oh boy. So he's clearly going to be the danger man for me to be watching out for here. And let's sort of see where these goals come from. So passing in front of the box, Lucas. So it's Lucas Boy, and that's a cracker, to be fair. That is a cracker. Top right hand corner, real power. No keeper really is stopping that. Mallorca got one back, and then Elche obviously just pushed on and dominated from there out. So this one looks like it's coming in from across on the left. Lucas Boy gets up, good header, turning away from the ball. Yeah, away from goal. That's a good header. It's a good goal. He looks like he's going to be a handful. Then comes over. This time it's a powerful low effort. Scored very different goals in this game, to be fair. So this is a man that we are going to definitely have to watch out for. And then that one over the top uses his pace and strength. And yeah, nice tidy finish. So Lucas Boy is clearly the man. Let's have a quick look at him and see if we can identify any weaknesses. I mean, don't get me wrong, he got 4 in. I mean, yeah, he's doing well actually. 5 starts, 8 as a sub, 9 goals. So granted, he got 4 in that one. But yeah, real good dribbler of the ball, quite quick, high work rate. Not so great at passing, but obviously doesn't need to be if he's just there to put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, Lucas Boy looks good. He looks like a good player. It might even be worth just having a little scout of him, just to see if he could be a future target for us, potentially. But yeah, I like the look of him. We'll try and keep him out of this game, very much on his right foot, so we'll try and just ping him onto his left foot. I'm not sure how much else we can do to limit him, but maybe we'll try and limit the service. So let's get into the game. And our lineup for this one is going to be Ledesma in goals. I'll do a Chust, Momo and Espino, which has been the sort of go-to pair, back four. Get my words out in a minute. Momo's been superb. Can't knock this geezer. I didn't have him in my starting lineup at the start of the season, but he's worked his way in. And in 8 games, he's got a 7.06 average rating and is really, really turning it on. He's showing to be a really good player. Gone off the ball in the last couple against higher opposition, but certainly when we play weaker teams, he seems to really stand out. So hopefully here against Elche will get back to his best. Alcaraz and Jose Marie in central midfield. We are missing the youngster Conceição, the on loan youngster who's been really good, so he's out through injury, just out for a day, so nothing serious, but it does mean Bongonda goes in at the right, Alex Fernandez in the centre and Ocampo on the left. Lucas Perez up front, so Moukoko makes the bench alongside new signing Mateus Fernandez as well. Just giving you an update on Lucas Perez, you will notice that there is a little TRN next to his name, so I said at the start of the season that I wanted to follow true real life as best as possible, and Lucas Perez obviously went to Deportivo in January, so I said I would always put him up for transfer. I always said I would put him up for transfer list in January no matter how good he'd done for us. I did that, so I stuck to my word. I put him up for transfer, even though he's been one of my best players, certainly my best striker with 6 goals in 15 games. However, nobody would come in for a bid for him, but his contract is running out at the end of the year. So what actually happens, kind of took it out of my hands, is CSKA in Moscow came in, offered him an end of contract deal, and he will be joining them at the end of the season. So at least we do keep him until the end of the year, but I did try to get rid of him. Just while we are on end of contract, I do have a couple of players that I've agreed end of contract deals for as well. However, I've talked quite a lot in this video already. I want to get into this game, so in our next video, I will let you know who those players are that will be joining us on freebies at the end of the season. That should keep you in suspense. See what I'm doing now? I'm very cleverly bringing you back to watch the next episode. It's all a ploy. Yeah, so we get into the game. Like, I really hope that we can win this match and get back to winning. I'm literally going to say that as well. We're all sick and tired of getting bad results. Go out there and change it. Starting now. Let's give everyone a little confidence booster. Let's tell them all I trust in them. And obviously with regards to that striker of theirs, Lucas Boy, he's going on to his left foot as we said before. So, match preview. Both teams come into this one in a spell of form. Is this therefore a good opportunity to step up and arrest your recent struggles? It's a great opportunity to shake off our melee, find our focus and turn our form around. You could make a real statement about your intentions in this match and go on the attack from the first whistle. How will you approach the game? I wouldn't tell you, even if I have such a plan in mind. I'm not going to give my tricks of the trade away. What's the general mood among the squad? The not so. It still makes me laugh when they call me that. The not so. Just call me special one. What's the general mood amongst the squad? We have a lot of confidence and we try to carry that into everything we do. So, we are underway. With not a lot happening in the opening minutes. It's all very quiet. Couple of shots, dominating possession, but nothing of any significance in the opening 20 minutes. However, on 21 minutes, we do have a highlight. And it is Elche that are on the attack. And it's that man, Lucas Boy. He's looking for space. He's opened it up. But, yeah, it's a poor shot in the end. But we can't let him do that, boys. We can't let him run at us like that. We know he's the danger man. A good dribbler of the ball. But, yeah, we can't give him more opportunities like that. It's been a very dull opening 35 minutes with like just nothing going on at all. 40 minutes in, one highlight, and it was a weak shot. Right at the end of the half, though, looks like Elche are going to be on the attack again. We're just not pressing the ball at all. I'm not quite sure why. Lucas Perez comes back and tries to do his bit, but Alcaraz is there. looking to instigate something from central midfield, but it doesn't come off. And now Elche just calmly keeping the ball. No real urgency to get it forward at the moment. Just maybe trying to run down the clock to half time. I don't know. But we clear it away. Momo with the header, and now it's Jose Maria, and we'll look to try and make something happen for ourselves. Espino plays the ball forward. Lucas Perez is up. It falls to Brian Ocampo, who makes space for him. It's a great strike. It's unlucky. Brian Ocampo scored that absolute worldie in our last game. He nearly had another one. The outside of the post denies Brian Ocampo a fantastic shot. All of a sudden, right at the end there, it just came to life after 45 minutes of both teams doing absolutely nothing. I am going to tell the lads I don't like what I just saw because we haven't been urgent enough. We haven't pressed the ball enough from what I saw in the couple of highlights there were. And we certainly haven't created anything. So I'm not going to pick out anyone individually. It's just going to be a collective bollocking for everyone. And hopefully that's enough to give them the kick up the arse to actually go out there and do something in this second period. So we're in Elche's third, right up with a throw in. It's Alex Fernandez into Zaldua, and we've hit the crossbar. We've hit the woodwork twice. Great shot from the right back. Left-footed strike, comes off the crossbar, bounces out, but there's no one there to pick it up and tap it in. And it's again, I can't believe it. Crossbar again. Alex Fernandez with the curling effort from outside. So that's the post once, the crossbar twice, woodwork 3 times in the game. Unbelievable. You know, when you get them games where you think it's just not going to be our day, I'm starting to feel like that. Lucas Perez is coming off. He's not really offered anything. So Youssef and Moukoko's on. Brian Ocampo sort of had that shot, but by the looks of it, that's all he's done in the whole game. So he's off, 6.5. Couple of attacking reinforcements. Hopefully we can do something with them. There's plenty of time to change the game, so go out there and make it happen. Let's give them a little confidence boost as they run out. Little tap at the back, little tap at the bum. Go on, lads, off you go. Come on, Moukoko, get your first goal for the club. Get us 3 points. Get us back to winning ways. 6 months we've been waiting for you, kiddo. Just nothing at the moment. 9 minutes to go. I'm going to go to slightly more attacking mentality. Try and go and win this game. Victor Chust with a corner from just inside, a free kick from just inside our own half. Plays it on the ground to Alcaraz, who plays a lovely through ball if Moukoko can get there. He does. Makes the tackle, wins the ball back, plays it back to Bongonda, who puts a cross in, and Alex should have finished. To be fair, it was on target. I didn't realise. I thought he'd just miskicked it, but it was on target and it hits the defender and goes over. Now it's Alcaraz to ping the corner in. Now we've been good from corners lately. Victor Chust has been banging them home all day long. And Momo. They're both up there again, but this time it can't find either of them. Didn't have the accuracy on it this time to find the 2 big centre-backs that have been scoring all the goals. Now hopefully we're not going to get caught on a counter-attack so late on. No, we don't. We've definitely exerted a little bit more dominance. Whether we've done enough to really say we deserve to win the game, I'm not sure. But we were certainly the better of the 2 sides if anyone was going to win it. But we do have to settle for a bore draw on this one. So I'm going to say I'm disappointed. We should have won the match based on the chance we created. I think we were a little unlucky with hitting the woodwork so many times. Anyone that scored under a 6.6 is going to get a little kick at full time. A little bit of the hairdryer treatment. Talk us for Alex Fernandez's late miss that could have seen you win the game. I am literally going to say we didn't get our share of luck, and that summed it up. I think that was right. Your team were denied by the woodwork on no fewer than 3 occasions today. To say you must be fated has to be an understatement. Yeah, I still can't believe what happened. I'm not sure how we didn't win that match. But it's a draw. It's 30 points after 18 games. The target at the start of the season was 40 to avoid relegation. We're only 10 points away from that, and we're 1 game still from the halfway stage. So we can't complain. It is disappointing that we're out the cup early and to lower league opposition. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the way things are going. Sorry, that was my phone going off, guys. Yeah, I'm happy with the way things are going. Yeah, we stay 5th. We stay in touch with the top 4, although that's nowhere near the target at this stage. But it's been decent. It's been decent. I'm going to go away and play a fair few games again, so I'll probably be back. I'll probably play A few. Maybe we'll come back around sort of March. I'll go away, play about 6 or 7 games, and then we'll come back either sort of Real Betis or Valencia. There will probably be no video tomorrow night, guys. So it's 8:30 every evening you get these videos. Tomorrow night there might not be one, just because I've got to go to Southampton for the whole day, and I don't think I'm going to get any chance to play Football Manager or do a video around work. So yeah, I'll be away, but I should be back the day after. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all soon.